Good morning, boys.
Morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Today we are going to start with a new chapter which is called mensuration. You already have an idea about this particular term, mensuration. You have come across this particular word or the chapters. You have done the volume and surface area of the three-dimensional figures like cuboid, cube, and now today we are going to start with the same chapter, mensuration, but here we have the different solids. So let us start with the chapter mensuration. Now, mensuration is the branch of mathematics which studies the measurement of the geometric figures or shapes and their parameters like the length, volume, shape, surface area, lateral surface area, etc., and that will be coming to know in due course of time. These shapes exist in 2 dimensions or 3 dimensions. Now let us first understand the difference between 2-dimensional shapes or figures and 3-dimensional shapes or figures. Now if a shape is surrounded by 3 or more straight lines in a plane, it is a 2-dimensional shape or a figure, and it has no height or depth, like a triangle, a square, a rectangle. So these are all 2-dimensional shapes or figures which do not have any height or depth. And we can measure the area and perimeter of such 2-dimensional figures or shapes. Whereas talking about the 3-dimensional figures, if a shape is surrounded by a number of surfaces or planes, then it is a 3-dimensional shape and is also known as solid shapes, and they have height or depth, and we can measure their volume, curved surface area, lateral surface area, or the total surface area. Now in our syllabus we have to study the volume and surface areas of cylinder, cone and sphere. So let us start with the surface area of a right circular cylinder. Surface area of a right circular cylinder. So before we start to know about the surface area of a right circular cylinder, but before that we have to understand what is a right circular cylinder. Now if we take a number of circular sheet of papers like this, if we take a number of circular sheet of paper, these are a round shaped papers of similar shape and size, just like all are congruent to each other. These are smaller circular sheet of papers and we stack them up, means we keep one above the other. So if this is one of those circular sheet of paper, I put this above this, I put this above this, one above the other, we keep on putting. So finally we reach and we get a shape like this. These are many such circular sheet of papers which are placed one above the other, and finally we get a shape which is called a right circular cylinder. Now why it is called right circular cylinder? Because it has been kept at right angles to the base. See, this is the base and this is the stack of this circular sheet of papers. So this is in this and base is in this direction. So they are perpendicular to each other. So it is called, they are kept at right angles. And also at the same time the base is circular and hence it is called a right circular cylinder. Now if a cylinder is to be covered, supposing this cylinder is to be covered with a colored paper, you want to cover this with a colored paper. Now how can you do it with a minimum amount of paper? So if you want to cover this cylinder with a colored paper, now how can we do it? For example, we take a rectangular sheet of paper. This is the rectangular sheet of paper and this is your cylinder. Now see, we have to cover this cylinder with this rectangular sheet of paper and we need a minimum amount of paper to cover this. Now what we can do, if you see, this is the length of this rectangular sheet of paper and this is the breadth of this. If you compare these two, the breadth of this rectangular sheet of paper is equivalent to the height of the cylinder. Right? This is equivalent to the height of the cylinder. Now if you roll the paper like this in a cylindrical form, this paper, if you roll it, so this is the shape you are getting. So when you are rolling it, this part is rolled like this from both sides and you get this one, this circular part, which is the circumference area of cross section of this cylinder. So this part is the area of cross section, or we can say the circumference, or you can say this is the circumference. Now this is a circular end. So what is the circumference of a circular part? That is equals to 2 pi r, where r will be the radius of the circular part. So this length L of the rectangular sheet is equals to 2 pi r in the circular form, and the breadth of this rectangular sheet of paper is equivalent to the height of the cylinder. Now you say this is the rectangular sheet of paper like this, the cylindrical form. So this surface, this is the area of this. What is the area of the rectangular sheet of paper? L into B. Now if you cover this and give the shape of a cylinder, then that surface is called the curved surface area. That surface, this surface is called the curved surface area. So the curved surface area of this cylinder is equal to the area of the rectangular sheet, that is L into B. Are you getting it? Now the area of the sheet is equivalent to the curved surface area of the cylinder. Now also, as I already told you, the length of the sheet is equal to the circumference of the cylindrical base, these two, which is equal to or equivalent to 2 pi r. Right? Now if you are to get so what can be the curved surface area? So you write here the curved surface area of the cylinder, curved surface area of the cylinder is how much? Is equal to the area of the rectangular sheet. And what is the area of the rectangular sheet? Length into breadth. And what is the length of the sheet? That is equivalent to the perimeter,
Circumference.
equal to the perimeter of the base of the cylinder
Circle.
multiplied by the breadth. Breadth is equivalent to the height. B is equals to H. So we write what is the perimeter? 2 pi r. multiplied by h. So we get 2 pi r h. So we have the formula for the curved surface area of the cylinder. Curved surface area means leaving aside the top and the bottom. This is the curved surface area. Supposing it is a cylindrical form, the top and bottom are not covered. This is the surface we have got. This is called the curved surface area, and the formula for getting the curved surface area of a right circular cylinder is 2 pi r, that is the circumference multiplied by the height of the cylinder. Okay, now if you have understood this, we will move ahead where r is the radius of the cylindrical base and h is the height of the cylinder. Now supposing if the top and the bottom of the cylinder are also to be covered, then we need two circular parts on the top as well as at the bottom, and each will be having a radius r units and having area pi r square. You know that the area of a circle is pi r square. So if you are to cover this cylindrical form on the top as well as at the bottom, then you have to put two circular parts on the top as well as at the bottom, each of radius r and each having area equal to pi r square. So pi r square area of the top, pi r square is the area of the bottom. So if we take all the surfaces, that is the curved surface, the top surface and the bottom surface, gives us the total surface area of the cylinder. So now let us calculate the total surface area.
Sir, video is not clear.
So the total surface area is equals to the curved surface area plus area of the top circular part, that is pi r square, plus area of the bottom circular part, that is pi r square, that is 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square, and that gives us 2 pi r if you take common, so r plus h, and obviously this will be square units. Area always measured in square units. So this is the total surface area of a right circular cylinder, where r is the radius of the circular base of the cylinder and h is the height of the cylinder. So note it down, then we move on to the next part, which is the volume of a right circular cylinder. Now let us first understand what is called the volume. Now if we talk about the volume of a cylinder, the volume of a cylinder is the density of the cylinder, which signifies the amount of material it can carry or how much amount of any material can be immersed into it. So now in other words, what we mean that to calculate the capacity or the volume of a box, we have this cylinder. So the amount of space which it occupies is called the volume of this three-dimensional shape, that is the cylinder. Now for any cylinder with base radius r and the height h, the volume is given by the area of the base multiplied by the height. So the volume of this cylinder is given by the area of the base, which is pi r square, into height. So it is pi r square h. If this is the cylinder,
Not clear.
if this is the cylinder,
Yes.
this is the radius r of the cylinder and this is the height. So these are the circular part. The area is pi r square multiplied by the height
Not
gives
even
you,
the single letter is visible.
yes? What is the problem?
The board is not visible. Sir, board is not visible clearly. The net problem.
So we start with this again. The volume of a cylinder is given by the area of the base of the cylinder and multiplied by the height. So this is the formula for the volume. So area of base is pi r square, which is the area of the circular part, and h is the height. So the volume is given by pi r square h cubic units. So volume, since it is three-dimensional, the unit will be cubic units. So we have three formulas right now. The curved surface area is given by 2 pi r into h square units. Number 2, the total surface area, that is 2 pi r into r plus h square units. And number 3, the volume V, that is pi r square h cubic units. So these are the three formulas right now we have, with the help of which we will solve a few problems on the right circular cylinder. So note it down. The first question I'm writing on the board is: calculate the volume of a given cylinder. Calculate the volume of a given cylinder having height 20 centimeter, having height 20 centimeter and base radius of 14 centimeter.
Nothing is visible. So can you repeat the question once more?
Calculate the volume of a given cylinder
Yes, sir.
having height 20 centimeter and base radius of 14 centimeter. Take the value of pi. Take the value of pi as 22/7. So let us now solve this. We are given the height, that is equals to 20 centimeters. Note down first the information given in the question, which will be helping you to find the required unknown quantity. Radius r is equals to 14 centimeter. Now you have to find the volume. So volume V is given by pi r square h. The value of pi is to be taken as 22/7. Radius is 14 into 14 and the height given is 20. So let us calculate this, and after calculating we have the final answer as, if you reduce it, this becomes 2. So 44 into 88 into 14. 88 into 14. So it is coming to 12320. That is 12320 centimeter cube. So the volume of the given cylinder is 12320 centimeter cube. Now moving on to question number 2. So go through this once again and then we move on to question number 2. Calculate the radius. Calculate the radius of the base of a cylindrical container. Of the base of a cylindrical container. Calculate the radius of the base of a cylindrical container of volume 440 centimeter cube. Of volume 440 centimeter cube. Height of the cylindrical container of height and the height is given as 35 centimeter. So take the value of pi as 22/7. So the question is calculate the radius of the base of a cylindrical container of volume 440 centimeter cube and height 35 centimeters, and take the value of pi as 22/7. So let us first note down what is given in the question. The first thing is given the volume, and that is 440 centimeter cube. The next thing given is the height h, that is 35 centimeters. Now you need to find the radius. So formula is V equals to pi r square h. So let us substitute, or you can make r the subject. So r square will be equals to V divided by pi into h. So r square is equals to V is 440, pi is 22/7, and the height is 35.
Image clear, sir. Board is not visible.
So this is 20. So r square is coming to 4. So r is equals to 2 centimeters. So the radius of the base of the cylindrical container is coming to 2 centimeters. Just have a look. Now look, suppose how to find, let us know how to find the volume of hollow cylinders. The hollow cylinders are like this. So this is a hollow cylinder. This is the part which is filled, solid part. That means the top portion, the area of cross section is in the form of a ring. So this is your hollow cylinder. So you need to find the volume of this hollow cylinder. So if the smaller part, the inside the smaller circle, two circular parts you can see, the smaller one and one is the bigger one. This. Let the radius be small r and the radius of the bigger circle is capital R. So what is the area of this ring, circular ring? So the area of the ring that is generated here in the hollow cylinder is the area of the outer bigger circular part minus area of the smaller circular part. So pi r square minus pi of small r square. So if you take pi common, we have r square minus r square. So this is the area of the ring, that is the part at the top. Now what is the volume? Again the same formula will be applied. Volume of the
capital R square minus small r square into h.
Yes, volume of the cylinder is given by the area multiplied by the base. So that is, or you can say that is pi into r square minus r square into h, or you can write pi into h r square minus r square cubic units. So this is the volume of a hollow cylinder. Now let us take one example to find the volume. So let us write the question here. The question is number 3. The internal radius of the pipe. Internal radius of a pipe is 2 centimeter and the external radius is 2.4 centimeter and the length of the pipe is 10 centimeter. Length of the pipe is 10 centimeters. We need to find the volume of the metal used. So find the volume of metal used. So the volume is already known, that is pi h into r square minus r square. So we can put the values here. So the volume V equals to pi into h into r square minus r square. This way we can calculate it, or you can write this, take h common, and so what can we write? Pi is supposing 22/7, height is 10, r square is 2.4 square minus 2 square. So if you calculate this, we get pi 22/7, 2.4 square, that is 176 minus 1.76 pi. So this becomes 1.76 into 22/7 and 1.767 into the height, that is 10. So finally we are getting it as 1.76 into 22/7 into 10. So it is coming to 55.3. So 55.3 centimeter cube is the volume of the pipe, or you can say the volume of the metal used. The volume of the pipe is 55.3 by this formula, which is also the volume of the metal used. So just have a look. Hopefully you have understood the formulas, the concept, what is the right circular cylinder, how to calculate the curved surface area, what is the curved surface area, what is the total surface area, what is the volume. So this much of information you have. Now let us go to some next question. We have not much time left. The class is little bit disturbed today. So we can write the question number 4. Direct application of the formula. The height of a circular cylinder, the height of a right circular cylinder is 20 centimeter and the radius of its base is 77 centimeter and the radius of its base is 7 centimeter. Find number 1, the volume And number 2, the total surface area. The total surface area, TSA, represents total surface area.
7 centimeter is the radius or diameter.
7 centimeter is written as the radius of the base. Okay, 7 centimeter is the radius of the base. So we are given the R, value of R as 7 centimeter. Height of the cylinder H is given as 20 centimeters. So the first thing we need to find the volume, that is pi R square H. 22 by 7 multiplied by 7 into 7 into 20. 7 and 7 cancel. So it is 44 into 7 into 10. So it is 3080 centimeter cube is the volume of the cylinder. 3080. Now next part is the total surface area. The total surface area is given by 2 pi r into r plus h. So it is 2 into 22 by 7. Value of the radius r is 7. So 7 plus 20. So 7 and 7 will cancel. This is 44 into 27. So the 44 into 27 is coming to 1188.
Check from the starting.
188 centimeter square. Voice is not clear. हेलो,
सर बोर्ड विजिबल नहीं है, वॉइस क्लियर है।
अरे क्या करें हम, बताओ। हम इधर से, मेरा कुछ ऑप्शन नहीं है, कुछ खराब नहीं दिख रहा है। एनीवे टुडे, आज का क्लास अगर डिस्टर्ब है हम फिर से इस क्लास को रिपीट क्लास ले लेंगे। टुडे जस्ट मैनेज, नो प्रॉब्लम। The height of a right circular cylinder is 20 centimeter and the radius of its base is 7 centimeter. So find the volume and the total surface area. So you are given the radius as 7 centimeter, the height as 20 centimeter. Now putting the values of the radius and the height in the formula for the volume, that is pi r square h, we are getting the value of the volume as 3080 centimeter cube. Putting the values of r and h in the formula of the total surface area, that is 2 pi r into r plus h, the final result is 1188 centimeter square. So anyway, today we will sum up this topic here only. We will finish it off today because we have crossed the time. If any problem, I will again conduct this class on the next day. So let me know in writing in the group that whether you could understand it or not. If not, then at the same class we will again start right from the beginning so that it can be conducted in a smooth way. Right? Till then, bye bye. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.